All right, guys, we are outside trying to hurry up here before it rains. Florida weather, like I said, it's kind of horrendous in the summer. Anyways, I wanted to take you outside to give you not only a look-see on what the camera looks like. This right now is the Sony Alpha 6300 that you're looking at. We're going to look at also the Canon 80D, and I'm going to show you also my little pride and joy, my S120. I just love that camera. But anyways, I wanted to take you out here so you can hear the noise around you, maybe a car going by, crickets or wind or whatnot. And I'm going to switch over right now to the Rode shotgun mic so you can hear the difference. This is the Sony Alpha 6300. I'm using the Rode mic just so you can hear what the audio sounds like. And what I'm going to also do is I'm going to let you listen to the audio that's coming out of the lavalier mic, the lapel that I have on also. Now, ideally, you want to use a lapel mic whenever possible, and then stick the audio in after the fact. This will just sound so much better. But if you do not have the capability of doing that, a shotgun mic like this Rode is the way to go. Now, of course, if you're on a budget, you can't afford the external mic, you can of course use the audio that's on the camera itself, but bear in mind what you're going to get. So right now we have a truck going by, and you can tell how loud that is. So right now we have a truck going by, and you can tell how loud that is, and that's with the Rode mic. Now without the Rode, it would be pretty loud. I want you to take a look here at what this looks like when we go to a background shot, a real life background shot, and now me, all right? And how long it takes to kind of switch over. And then the background shot, and then me. Now, this, like I said, in the studio is very important. Most of the vloggers are looking for this today, and just anyone that's recording video needs this quick, snappy facial recognition. You know, this is really, really important, because if something is really important that's going on with you, and I'm speaking to you right now, I want to be in focus, and I don't want the kid or the tree, in this case, to be in focus instead of me. That doesn't help me out at all, and that's going to ruin footage. So I just wanted you to get a quick look-see on how this camera does as far as snapping back and figuring out what should be in focus and doing that facial tracking, facial recognition, whatnot. Now bear in mind, I'm wearing sunglasses, so it's going to be a little bit different as far as finding the source, as far as finding me, but it should be able to figure it out. But we're going to give it a kind of a go-round with both cameras, so they're both going to be on even playing field. So that's it. I'm going to jump over to Canon. Let's go take a look. So, all right, guys, once again, I am outside with the Canon 80D. Now, obviously, in comparison to the Sony, the a6300, I can actually see myself right next to the camera, because this obviously has that articulating back screen, which is always nice. Now, I'm kind of rushing through this a little bit because it's going to start raining any minute. Now, I'm speaking to you on the mic that's internal to the camera, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to switch over to the shotgun mic that we have, the Rode on top. So let's go ahead and give that a listen. All right, so now we're using the shotgun mic, and I'm going to guess that this is going to sound better. Obviously, I'm not going to know until I bring it into the studio, but normally what will happen is with the shotgun mic, you have that directional line of sight where it's picking up the audio. So this audio should sound better. So like I was saying a moment ago, whenever possible, you want to use either a shotgun mic on the top of your camera plugged in to your internal, to your input source on your camera. Or you want to use, like I'm using right now, also a lavalier mic, some type of lapel mic, and you're going to get some really good audio. And then later on in post-production, you'll be able to go ahead and combine the two and end up with some really nice audio. Now, I can tell you between these two cameras, between the Alpha 6300 and this Canon 80D, the 6300, I could say you're going to be able to walk around with it a lot easier and a lot longer, because this right here, I could feel it already. It's getting heavy. Even though it feels like they're about the same weight, I guess they're probably not, because you can actually feel the difference. I would probably use it with some type of stick to get a little bit of kind of balance it a little bit so it's not so heavy. so to speak. For me, out of the two cameras, as far as hand holding it, walking around and using it for vlogging, the Sony, I think, feels better, but bear in mind, it's all about, you know, how quick does it track? How quick does it track background? And then how quick does it track back into the foreground? That's very important. And as we were seeing yesterday, I was doing some tests with both cameras that we're going to look at as soon as I do the edit here to see which one works out better. Because this right here is very, very mission critical. When you're running around and then kind of bouncing back and forth from yourself to a background subject, you want the camera to snap into you as quickly as possible. You don't want the background subject perfectly clear and you're just a kind of a blurry mess. So anyways, that's it for this quick test outside of the studio. I just wanted to kind of get out here and get a little bit of external footage before it rains. Anyways, we're going to jump back into the studio. We'll see you in just a moment. All right, guys, so I lied. I thought I was going to just do the video on the Sony Alpha 6300 and, of course, the Canon 80D. But I tell you what, I had to bring out my little pride and joy here. I love this camera. So it's starting to rain now, so I'm going to get underneath a tree. But this is the Canon S120, and I kind of always use this as like a baseline on how the other cameras kind of fare. And the reason being is, even though this camera does not have a method of inputting audio, so you're just going to get the audio kind of as it is on the camera, which really isn't that great. But luckily I have the lavalier mic going right now, the lapel, and I'll be able to superimpose this audio onto the kind of crappy audio that this camera gives us. But nonetheless, this camera really does an awesome job at capturing HD video. And the thing is, it's really pretty cheap. So I'll be interested to kind of compare what we get out of this camera in comparison to what we got with the cameras just a moment ago, which are the a6300 and the Canon 80D, because it'll be interesting to see what they look like. How does this look compared to a camera that's about 3 times the cost? And that's the kind of thing that you guys are going to have to kind of weigh when purchasing these type of devices. Is it something that you're going to be using for a studio? Is it something you're going to be carrying around? Is it something that you can afford to spend a lot of money on? Bear in mind, this camera, the Canon S120, is extremely, extremely light. It's built like a tank, and you can drop it, pick it up, and start shooting again. It's really, really strong, let's put it that way. And like I said, the weight is not even a tenth of the other two cameras. So let's take a look at the difference and see what it looks like, and I'll let you guys make the decision on which one you like better. The smaller S120, which is a third the cost, or one of the other two models, and how they fit into your scheme of capturing video. So that's it for right now. We're going to head back right into the studio. So once again, guys, if you enjoyed the content, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel below, so when the new content comes out, you'll get it right away. So that's it, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Take care.